STS here again. Hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe button, get it out there. And yes, we're back with Lady Crime, and we don't stay down, we stay up, and we don't chat pop. But it's not real talk. Just another midweek catch up. Let's tap into this one. Where can we start with this one, baby?
Well,
I've got a lot of energy right now. We'll live.
first I'd like to say greetings to you all, near and far, global family. Apologies for the Monday talk, real talk.
Yeah.
Why
yeah.
we sit on here, we chat and we talk and we chat and we talk.
We got one off, but it
didn't record.
It didn't record,
and I didn't realise until I was ready to because it's on Rumble now, because obviously I know what I'm going with YouTube and thing.
Yeah.
And when I went to connect up the phone to the laptop to transfer the video over, I'm like, it wasn't there.
Yeah.
So there's some things that I could probably touch on in this one, but obviously this is more sanitized, so you guys will have to wait until Monday, and I'll try and recap on what I spoke about, because it's quite a lot actually. So apologies for that, but blessings to you all.
I'll have to do 64 again.
We'll have to do it again.
Sorry.
You're me, dog.
Sorry.
You forget some
You got your locks in it.
Listen,
Me, I'll pull your head back.
Me, I create back. I say, yo.
I'll pull your head back to belly, so just me. Well, I hope you're loving yourself, baby. Living your best life, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Trust me, real life.
Mm-hmm.
But, man. You know what? It's mad, I could tap into it. I'm gonna leave it, for this one here. The celebrity talk, because there's certain things going off. But if I feel like talking about something, I'll talk about it. Depends on it. But man, just like I like to say, keep on focusing on your life, your journey, because that's what's really most important to you. And obviously, it can still have an effect on the external realm, but like I like to say, everything's internal, really and truly, when it comes to your life, innit? And a lot of people don't put importance on that because of the programming, because of the matrix, all the illusions around us. And trust me, when you really tap into your thought patterns, you'll realize that you're creating your reality, nobody else. You get me? And me, that's what I'm dealing with. This is why I always speak about it. Repetition and consistency is the key to victory. Trust me, I didn't take a day off, and I hope you're not doing the same when it comes to taking action on your life. Me and Lady kind of seeing it around us, like, shout out to the people around us. They're taking action on their lives, and guess what? They're getting good results. And that's a beautiful thing, man, because that's all we're here to do, is give a message for you. Then whatever you do with that message is down to you. You know what I mean? You gotta take responsibility. And when I started taking responsibility for my life, then obviously I became a leader, co-creator within my own life. You know what I mean? A lot of people need to tap into that frequency instead of allowing external events to govern their internal condition. You know what I mean? We've been programmed to do that. I'm emotional. Yo, fam, you have to deal with your emotional state then. You get me? Don't just stay emotional. You know what I mean? And one thing I like to say as well, when you really turn real, trust me, because I've talked about it on the re-upload video about, being happy and that, just express yourself for who you are, you get me? And then obviously you can deal with your emotional state. Like, it's not about trying to be perfect, just be yourself, innit, and carry on developing yourself, you know what I mean? Like, Lady Crown does it all the time. She's got so many parts of it, so she's a joker, she makes me laugh, but she knows how to tap in. That's a key thing. Like, don't just be emotional and start bawling and wailing about things that happened 30 years ago. You know what I mean? Stay present as much as possible. And one of the key things to deal with your emotional state that Lady Crown would even mention, could have the 9-day fast. Fasting. Fasting's so crucial, because it doesn't only cleanse out the physical, it cleanses out the mental, and it's essential for your biochemical structure. Trust me. You know what I mean? A lot of people need to tap into that. A lot of people are scared of fasting because they think they're going to die or something, not realizing, no, you actually regenerate your system. You know what I mean? And you will no longer be a victim, because you will be taking responsibility for your own life. You know what I mean? And trust me, one thing I've learned when it comes to being the greatest version is always having emotional balance is key. You know what I mean? But like I said earlier, it's not about being perfect. Just be yourself, innit? You know what I mean? And keep on developing your consciousness.
Yeah.
Your life.
Yeah. Well, fasting is something that
Yeah.
is key.
Big ups to Lady Cran, you know, because I didn't join her on this fast, but I was, you know what I mean?
She's doing one meal a day anyway.
Yeah, I was eating one meal a day anyway.
Yeah, the fast. What's gonna happen is that, you know, a fast is gonna be imposed on
certain people. Yeah, man.
A lot of people out there,
yeah.
For lack of preparation and lack of awareness about what's taking place. Because, you know, I've no mistake, it's all done by design. So everything that you see happening, trust me, it's all theatre of war, theatre of famine, theatre of you know, lack of fuel. I mean, the planet it keeps replicating. It's abundant in every resource and mineral that you could possibly imagine. So if the planet has all these resources, then you must say to yourself, well, why are we having to have scarcity? Then you will know that it's done by design. Yeah, that those satanic and demonic forces. I mean, Putin called America out this week. He said that America is run by Satanists. Wow. Yeah, those Satanists, you know, are in lots of different countries, all 193 countries that are shut down.
Well, they've infiltrated nearly all of society. People need to check out K Reno Grand Deception.
Oh yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah,
it really shows you about what's going on.
Then you'll be able to understand and understand what's going on and how this could actually happen, because you've got so-called governments, de facto governments, faux governments that you think are real, that aren't serving the interests of the people, because if they were, guess what? We'd have abundance. Yeah?
You know what? We were speaking about the abundance mindset earlier, and what was he talking about? Changing your personality.
Yeah.
You have to change yourself in order to attract the right things in your life. Like laws of attraction, people need to tap into that and lose the distractions out there, because at the end of the day, your frequency is everything, man. If you're at a lower frequency, then guess what? You're going to attract that same energy back to you. It's like a boomerang. Comes back, boom!
Yeah.
You know, the other one's there, fam. Like, trust me. When you tap into the right information, it makes you more grounded, you know. This is why people with knowledge, they're much more stable than the people without it.
Yeah.
I put it like that.
You gotta know. You gotta know who and what you are. You gotta be. You know, we're in the world, but you don't have to be of the world. So you've got a parallel life, a parallel universe, a parallel reality. So whatever might be going off out there, or with Joe Bloggs down the road, it's not you. You know what I mean? Because you're somewhere else here. You know what I mean? When you put yourself somewhere else in your mind, then you start to live that reality, because it's your reality. My reality is mine. I can't live yours, because you might be caught up in all of the mire and all of the scaremongering and all of the everything out there. Not me. Not me.
The fear business.
It controls you.
The fear is something that I mentioned it in the re-upload again yesterday, about actions. Like, sometimes you have to overcome fear. You have to overcome, because without overcoming it, how can you deal with it?
You can't.
It's impossible.
You can't. And when you're fearful, you'll do things that you wouldn't ordinarily
that goes
do.
Against your whole,
like, we need to bring out this, what, and filling it into your, what, because of this threat of the what.
Go it, man.
You know what I'm saying? These are the two, and look how many people went and did the what. And look how many people are now no longer here because of the what.
Yeah.
And how many people are adversely affected by the what.
You know what I've realised, is that people with fear with this what, they don't like speaking about it. And
I've spoken to a couple of people and one yesterday.
Yeah.
My bro yesterday.
That's the CK's cousin out
who flinged up sitting in the what in his what, and he was saying, what.
Shouts to him still.
Yeah, I don't I'm hearing and I'm seeing what's going off out there. So 2 years ago it was the definite no. We need to have the what because of the what. Now he's
You know
saying,
what?
you know what? I hear what I hear what you're saying. Yeah, I've seen certain things.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? When man and man's having parties.
No, but shout outs to him though, because he tapped in and realised, I got scammed.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful
that was Joe and my bro. They both were saying.
At least he's aware, you know what I mean?
But at the same time, man and man's got 2 or 3 of the you know what.
Yeah, but
so let's pray for those. You know what I mean?
No, but we done the I don't even know what to say.
No.
I'm even gonna say it still.
I've spoken about it before. This is a way of testing to see if if you're metallic. No,
can't give everything out there.
No,
you got to keep it 100.
There's a way to test. The neodymium magnets. You know what I mean? You can test to see if there's something in there. And some people that have had the aren't magnetic. So that's good, but that doesn't take away from the fact that there's still those proteins in there that shouldn't be in there.
There's
so
a protocol.
There's still
you
still need to do the detox, and you still need to boost up that immune system, especially with the winter. I think we're going to have a harsh winter, mainly because that's all they keep propagating, and they're going to make sure, because if them lock off the little heating and lock off the little gas, then you might find yourself in a harsh winter. So you know what, buy out water buckle them. I must have about 6 deliver a yard this week.
I got
Trust me. No, because I bought some for you. You got 2, fam.
No, but I ain't using it.
No, because it's not time.
Oh, you think when it gets really bulky?
You buy and put on. I don't buy, because when you're going to run out there and go look for these things, solar bulbs. I bought solar bulbs. Guess what? These are amazing. You can charge them up off your system, and then it's got a little solar panel on it. So as long as you got daylight, guess what happens? Those bulbs charge up. So if them said, why 4 or 5 hours without any electricity, you might say to yourself, oh, just let me get my solar bulbs out, and they've got a little hook on you, hang them up, and it can light up the whole room. Solar lanterns. Start doing those things.
Invest in a generator.
Well, if you can afford one.
Trust me, invest in a generator.
Because you're going to spend £400 or £500 on a generator, but the solar bulbs are, £22 for 2. You get 4, 6 of them. You can put light in every room. You get what I'm saying? And that will be less expensive on the pocket, because these generators aren't cheap. So there's so much that we can do to preempt what we know they're going to instigate, because that's what they're going to do. You got what I'm saying? Because right now, that's how things are playing out. And if it doesn't happen, guess what? These things will never go to waste. You might go camping, you might be going to some country where you need stuff like that. You never say, that's a complete waste of money. What is the complete waste of money? Is all that, designer type crap that costs a fortune. That's a complete waste of money. Buy things that are practical. Those little camp stoves that you can get with the little bottle gas. I think in the outdoor shops, they're selling them.
Yeah. In
abundance. And I think they've got, when I went in there the other day, I thought, you've got a lot of those. Why do you think they're putting them there? Because I let them say, why? It's an opportunity for them to make sales, because people that are thinking, what if I'm all electric? So if you're all electric, right, so that's your light and your cooking facilities, and the electricity goes off 3-4 hours. Tell me where you're going,
What about that heater? Because you got, what I mean, gas.
No, I mean, I'm talking about in terms of cooking. If you're all electric in your house,
people to when shit hits the fan.
Yeah. The colour gas.
Yeah.
Those are things that you can get. Those things that you can actually get your bottle gas by your colour gas, the heater itself, and put it down there. In the event of, you can warm a room. But when it comes to cooking, if you're all electric and everything goes, you can't cook. So one of those little portable gas cookers, portable ones, camp ones, will come in handy. Warm up a tin of soup, warm up a tin of beans, I don't know. Do something, because you can actually cook on those. It's only a 1 ring burner, but guess what? The one pot, wash everything and fling them in a one pot and make it simmer down, and everybody just spoon out of the one pot. You can do things like that. But if you haven't got those things, then when you do, like people carried on crazy over toilet paper a couple of years ago, they're going to carry on like that over the food now, because something is going to break. It already is breaking. You saw what happened with the bond market, where the Bank of England had to come in to save the pensions. They're now saving all collateral out there, all bonds. So any business that's got government bonds, these gilts as they call them, are now being bailed out. It's only a matter of time. They cannot keep doing it up until Friday now. It's extended till Friday, temporarily. Remember when I told you Nixon closed the gold window back in 1971? Temporarily. Here we are in 2022, that window never freaking opened back up. So I suppose it means it all depends on what you think temporarily means. For you and me, you might think, oh, that's just, a couple of weeks from now, a few days from now, 50 year, and we're still temporarily. So the wording that they use, just go onto the Bank of England website and you'll see it all. They're not hiding it. It's there. It really is. So pensions were at risk. Now everybody's money is at risk. And if you are all in and you've got stocks and shares and you've got your pension that you're going to be getting, listen, I fear for you because it's going to be wiped out. But fear not. Because when they do that, guess what they're going to come with? Yeah, the CBDC. So everything that you had that was in the bank is now in the form of a digital currency. And guess what? You're going to grab it with both hands. Oh, what a lifesaver. Oh, I thought I lost it all. Until them start dictate to you with your one digital currency. Well, it's not yours, it's theirs. So if it's given to you by the Bank of England, then it belongs to the Bank of England. Just like their money, phone money they've got in your pockets. It's not yours, it belongs to them. That's why they can do what they do. Print it, devalue it, take it away. Lock off your accounts, ask you little questions about what you want, when you want. Because when you put it there, after you've done your labour or they've transferred it into your account from your employer, yes, you're the creditor. You're a creditor for that bank, so that bank goes, then your money goes, but they're going to come and save you. They're going to charge up on that white horse with that sabre and come save you. It's a Trojan horse. That's why I've been banging on about the digital currencies and tangible assets, so you can be outside of that system. If you decide to dip your toe in, then it's your toe, not the whole foot, because you can probably get by with them amputate a toe. But if they chop off the whole bloody foot, you might find yourself struggling. And that's how you got to jockey for position and position yourself where you need to be. Just look at the people them out there. I'm saying Robert Kiyosaki, Peter Schiff, Jim Rickards, Andy Sheckman, Bix Weir. I can go on. Lynette Zhang. I can go on and on and on. And they're all telling you, screaming from the rooftops. George Hammond did a really good video on the Bank of England. And what's actually happening? You've got Credit Suisse and you've got Deutsche Bank, massive banks, trillions on their books, and most of it's all derivative, which means it's just not really there. And they put £1 in, next minute that pound is £10. That £10 becomes £100, but you only started off with one. So everything else is just derivatives, So it's going to collapse. It's going to be very, very messy. So prepare for it as best you possibly can,
Okay, that's beautiful. Because you just mentioned a couple of people, I'm going to mention a couple of the people that I'm tapped into that can help you on your journey with health and your consciousness. Dr. Sebi, always big up Dr. Sebi. Penny Kelly, Dr. Joe Dispenza, Dr. Bruce Lipton, David Goggins, and Neville Goddard. That's just a few, but I'm going to bring out a video about the master teachers that I'm tapped into as a whole. Those people can really help you on your journey. We're all interconnected, you see, so whatever path you're on, just realise that there's somebody on the same journey, real life.
Absolutely.
But this is, you know what, it was raining earlier and Amara's out as well. It was crazy up here, baby.
That's a little bit.
That's nature for you.
No, I've got some good shelter because we can still be on the veranda and it's all,
it's all boxed in.
We're boxed in.
Shout out to Mash Tia.
Big props to him out there. He really has made this
blessings to him. Comfortable,
you know what I mean, secure. We've got a few leaks on the roof, but we're going to get that sorted out. But trust me, it's this is what we can do. This is what men and women can do when they build together.
And great minds come together. Guess what? You start to manifest quicker.
Absolutely.
Trust me.
Teamwork. You can't beat it.
Unity comes straight.
Yeah. No, because no man, no woman is an island. If you find yourself on an island all by yourself, it's over for your fam. You get what I'm saying?
Like they say
You're going out here.
Like they say out there, it takes a village to raise a child. You know what I mean? It's not just a parent pay rent.
Yeah.
Not just a mother or father.
And on that note, my niece, I told you a couple of weeks ago that she she had a baby boy.
Mansa Musa.
Well, his name's his name's Limabu, but my name for him is Mansa Musa.
Yeah.
And obviously she's like, okay, Oh gosh, when it comes to doing the registering, I'm giving him away. That's exactly what you are doing, giving him to the state. With a birth certificate. So we're going maritime. We're not on the land. And I'm on a Telegram channel. I think it's Common Law or Beat the Bail. It's one of those. There's loads out there, and they put some templates out for title deed, land deeds. And that is exactly what we are. We are the land. You're on the land. You are the land. Yeah. And so I sent her these templates, and I said, look, get these templates filled in, and literally claim Mansar, because if you don't, then you're going to give him to the state, because on that birth certificate, copyright, crown copyright, anything that's copyrighted belongs to whoever's copyrighted, the crown. That you become the informant, so that, not, you don't say mother or father, it says informant, then you put the mother and father in it, but to inform, who are you informing? You're informing the state that there's another chattel slave ready to be harvested or salvaged, because if you don't claim them by the age of 7, according to their own Sesquibi trust, then the state says, oh, there's a I see no ship aboard, I see no ship on the horizon, and there's a shipwreck, I'm going to go and claim it. The shipwreck is your picnic, and they will claim that boy and that girl, and that's it, salvaged.
Because run by maritime law.
Exactly. But we're not on the sea. But that's how they've been able to roll out the lies, the trickery, the fraud, and perpetuate it by continuing to on the land, but govern you by the sea. And that's why you get all those words: conservatorship, relationship, partnership, scholarship, apprenticeship, everything on ship. See what I'm saying? On the end, SHIP, ship. You're on the sea, but you're not on the land. So these documents that she's completed have to go to land registry, and you then make your claim to your son or your daughter, and they cannot monetize them. They can't claim them. The state has no jurisdiction over them. Basic template, adjust it to suit yourself. She put a lovely image of Mahat, the goddess Mahat, on it, and I witnessed it for her. My sister notarized it for her with a stamp. She's a postmaster judge, captain with all the numbers on it, the sea treat. Yo, I'm telling you, if anybody wants that template, you can go onto the Common Law Telegram channel and get them there. And or what I'll do is actually post it into the Lady Crown and STS Telegram channel. I'll actually put it in there if I haven't already. I'm not sure if I've done it. If I haven't, then I'll do it there, so you'll be able to get it, give it to anybody that you know who's yet to have their baby. Even if they have them in those foundling hospitals, become wards of state and all the rest of it, still lay claim to what belongs to you. It's your property. Your son, your daughters are your property. You're not your kids, because you didn't have no damn goat. You know what I mean? And you're not no goat, so you didn't have a kid. You know what I'm saying? They're your property, and you refer to them as your property. Even when people, what do you mean your property? You don't own them. Yes, you do. You own them, because if you don't take ownership, the blinking state will. Okay.
I'd just like to end on this, shout out to my auntie out there, Jackie Divine. She's been helping a lot of people out there, especially when it comes to the passe syntax grammar, live life claims, things like
she's
that.
passionate.
She's passionate about this because she does
Fire in her
she
belly.
does it for self first, you get me?
Yeah.
So that's where it's really coming from within, you get me? Shout out to my auntie out there and all the family, the global family, because we're all connected, you get me? But yeah, man, is that all we got to say for this one? Right, yes.
One more thing before I go. I know there's lots of pressure being put on people because of the agenda that's been played out in front of us. All you can do is get yourself educated. There's so much information now that on Telegram that was never there, because you can see how things are starting to open up and more information is coming through, and it's not being blocked, it's not being censored. Everything that we use, all these assets, your gas, your water, your electricity, your rail, your mail, they're all state assets that belong to the people, that were stolen from the people. So none of us you don't have any bills. the bill comes to your legal fiction, not to you, the living flesh and blood man or woman. So start looking at taking back your status. Start looking at removing those meters, because that's what they use to charge you for things that you don't owe. Look at taking those meters out. There's some sites on Telegram that will assist you or show you what to do to get these meters removed, and how to then deal with the so-called supplier, because they don't supply you with anything, they supply you with a bill. Yeah, they send you the bill, they don't supply you with gas, electricity or water. These people are brokers basically, and they're already in your trust, because every bill that you could ever have comes out of your sensitivity trust, and then they come to you to pay that as well. So it's called double dipping. So look at doing things like that. Get the knowledge, get the information. So when you do things like that, you can become very much like Lady Crown, who enjoys all those comforts and doesn't have any expenditure, because they're already paid for. The universe has paid for them. We have, unalienable rights. You were born with those. These are state assets. They belong to us. And anything that belongs to you, you should be able to access and use without the fear of, retribution. I think we've got 2 seconds on and it's over.
STS, over and out. And Lady Crown, over and out as well.
Yeah.
Peace and blessings.
Peace, my people. Have a blessed day.